Hello and welcome back to some Teamfight Manager. Oh my god, it's been forever since we played this game. We're checking in with Team After Hours, which has been a wonderful team so far. We just won our season and our, I believe, semi-pro matches, and we're about to move up into the big boy league, if you will. But before doing so, Teamfight Manager has added a new system called the All-Star Matches. So here's the All-Star matches right here. We got an event match notice. There is a couple of options we can choose. We can look at quick cast here, which allows for cool times of all champion skills to be increased by 80%. We can do a speed game, which means the game time is a lot faster, 30 seconds, and the respawn time is 1 second. So people just keep spawning over and over. And then we have, of course, a support band to take out supports. I think what I want to do, because this is the first time that I've ever played an All-Star match, is I want to play with quick cast. I know a couple of compositions that I could potentially run, and I would love to see how those unfold. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's see here. This is our current roster that we're going to have in the All-Star match. Remember, we have Albert, who has been incredibly strong. I know it's been a few weeks since we've played. His main real power is the sniper gameplay that he has over in the top right corner. The problem, Albert is starting to get a little old. He's around 22, which means he learns at a slower rate. So we're going to start trying to prep our younger players. We have Bright Shadow 2 and CB Steel. CB Steel has been quite an amazing player. He did pick up the trait Coward, which I'm a little bit worried about. If he has no teammates near him, he won't fight. But due to him having auto attackers that are pretty far away from the fight, this actually might wind up being okay. He might pull away from the fight and join up with this tank. So we'll see how that unfolds. We have Josh Reese and Devil Spawn. Devil Spawn probably gonna have to go soon too, but he's one of our main streamers. And then Josh Reese has brought a lot of mage power, but has that fragile mentality, so he hasn't been played as much. Let's go ahead and submit our players and proceed to the next week. All right, so it looks like we have our first match of the week. We will be playing against the clever Camels in the event match, so we'll be looking to do a lot of cooldown reduction-based gameplay. I think what I'm going to be looking at, let's go ahead and check out our heroes real quick that we have available to us. One character in particular that might be really good here is the Dual Blader. The Dual Blader can connect on top of people that have high cooldowns and any type of CCs. We used it a lot, actually, in the main tournament between the fighter and the ice mage. So that might be a bread and butter composition that we're going to run with. Another character that will be really strong with these small cooldowns will be the archer. The archer is able to jump around if things dive on top of her and root them in place. So I might want to pick her up in these fights. And then looking over to potentially the sniper. The sniper does a lot of massive damage whenever they're able to go into a fight and burn people down quickly. So a lot of damage will probably be our pickups, and we'll probably stay away from tanks as much as we can until we find out whether or not that's not going to work. So let's go ahead and move into our first match of the day. Oh, it's good to be back. It's been a while. It looks like this is a best of one, actually, which is a bit different for me. I'm usually used to the best of threes, but that's okay. We'll adjust on the fly. No worries. Okay, into the match, we're going to keep Josh Reese on the... Yeah, we'll keep him on the bench for now. Maybe. He has a couple of mages that could be really good for him. Maybe I do want to run like a double mage composition. Devil Spawn does have his ninja, which will be jumping around and burning people down. Swordsman, not too good. Magic Knight could be okay, and the fighter could be okay too. Okay, we'll keep Devil Spawn in for now, but we'll see how it goes. Next. So it looks like it will be a 4v4. I do believe that we will have first pick here. So we're going to go ahead and pick up that fighter or ice mage, I believe. In terms of bans, we want to try and take away any long damage from far away. So I'm going to go ahead and take out the sniper here. Pyromancer taken away too. I think I'm going to go ahead and ban the other mage as well. Just try... Ooh, Lucius might be really good here. He also got a cooldown reduction in general too. Producing an apparition of a chosen enemy, the apparition shares part of its damage with the original body. That might be really strong. Maybe I'll consider him in the next match. For now, let's go with what we know. We'll try and experiment here, because I do think winner takes all the money here. And I actually need the money because I overspent. If I don't win money, I'm actually going to have to kick some players away from my team composition. Okay, so Pyromancer's out, Sniper's out. Let's go ahead and get rid of the Vampire. Screw it, we'll get rid of him. Ooh, taking away the monk here. So let's go ahead and pick up this fighter. And what we're hoping is they don't pick the Dual Blader. But I don't think they're going to pick up the Dual Blader. The Dual Blader by itself doesn't really put out that much damage. Shrine Maiden. Brings out the heals. Okay. But that was already baked in. We'll go ahead and pick up the Dual Blader. And then we will be looking at the Ice Mage here afterwards. Wow. Putting up a lot of shields. Okay, Ice Mage. So now that we have Ice Mage, Fighter, and Dual Blader, we have them all together. What about Cook? Give a lunchbox to an ally. When allies' HPs run low, lunchbox consumes restore HP. That might be good. He'll be throwing out heals like crazy. And that should allow for my Dual Blader just to shred them. Okay, let's go ahead and pick it up. Boomerang Hunter. I haven't seen the Boomerang Hunter play it at all. That was something I was going to focus on the next season. Ultimate timing, we'll go ahead and use our ultimates early. We want to try and run over our opponents. That's fine. We do want them to be used separately. Good. And then, of course, we want to... I think we want to narrow the distance. It doesn't really matter because our Dual Blader's been jumping around a lot. Yeah, we'll go with this. Okay, into the first match. After Hours, taking on the Clever Camels. So right away, should be seeing the Fighter just punch around people, which will allow for the Dual Blader to jump in. The Ice Mage as well should be helping out with the Frost. Ooh, so far not looking too good. Finally, some cleanups coming in here. The heals from the Shrine Maiden are actually quite massive. Finally, we find a second kill. With an ultimate coming in, we find a kill as well, 6-4, and now we're going to try and jump on top of them and just kill them one by one. I love spawn camping. It's one of my favorite mechanics in this game. If you're able to get your team on top of them, that's what we're doing right now, and the numbers are just jumping up, 12-4. Now, the Shrine Maiden will enter back with an ultimate. You see it here in the top right corner, and it does decent damage overall, but it looks like my team held on for a decent amount. Now we kind of have to get our footing down. 12-8 overall. Red team is fighting back and starting to do their own camping right now. Oh no, Dual Blader comes in, finds a kill. 13-11, 14-11. It's getting close. Ice Mage being clutch enough with the heals coming in to provide a couple of slows and a few frosts. And it looks like Team After Hours is going to take game number 1 against the Clever Camels. And I'm glad that comp worked out. It was looking scary there for a second. So, After Hours gets a win. Not too bad there, looking 1-0, and remember we will be having a total of 5 matches. Let's go ahead and move in against the Cheerful Cows and we'll play against Sim. Can we look at the stats here real quick? Ooh, the stats are also working in the new season too, so this is kind of useless right here for us. I may look into the Illusion Master. Let's go ahead and look into that. Let's go ahead and move forward, see how the draft unfolds, and if we need to, we'll make adjustments. All right, the Cheerful Cows did pretty well in the season. They had 9 wins and 5 losses. But we're not too worried about them. Let's go ahead and continue forward here. I do believe they have first pick. They do. I think I want to keep taking out the Sniper. I really don't want that to be available to the opposing teams. Pyromancer as well should be an auto ban for us, especially with them having first pick. What will they pick up? They grab the Dual Blader. So what we're going to do is take away their options. We're going to take the Fighter and the Ice Mage, I believe. So those are 2 options for the Dual Blader to CC off of. The Taunt from the Knight is also quite strong. I'm going to go ahead and pick him up as well. And that should limit the abilities here from the Dual Blader. So far, draft looking pretty good here. We are pretty tanky in the front line. I do need a lot of damage. This might be a good chance here for us to use our Archer. Archer would bring damage in. Maybe I play the Illusion Master here, actually. With its cooldowns, produce an apparition of a chosen enemy. The apparition shares part of its damage with the original body. I wonder if that'll be enough damage. You know what? Let's experiment. We'll lock it in. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our characters in the correct position here to make sure they are maximizing their damage. Bam, bam, bam. Lucius will be safe. Ice Mage as well. Not really the best trade out here, but that's all I have. Do I want to keep my team together? With Monk, Vampire, I think I do want to kind of narrow the distance a little bit. How about early ults? Early ults will be mildly okay. You know what? Let's go with early ults and keep running it here. All right, straight into the match here. Cheerful Cows taking on the After Hours. Albert sets up and starts with the Frost. Wants to try and lock down that Vampire in particular. Now, remember, the Vampire will go back and heal in its coffin, but that does give time for my team to move up and continue getting out the clones where they can. There we go. A big explosion coming in from our Fighter. Devil Spawn is running it down here and bringing out the big ultimates. 5 kills to 0 so far. Here comes the ultimate from the Illusion Master, and look at all these little clones that he is creating. So what he does is he creates clones, and then when they are attacked, they share damage with their main body, so you can just literally run people over, and that is continuing here. 11-0. Blue team, Cheerful Cows, just having a rough time here keeping up with the quick cooldowns coming in from the Illusion Master. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and look here. What's the damage at? 1600 coming in from him. 1161 from the Ice Mage, and right behind it is a fast runner with 900. Ice Mage will spawn and bring out that Blizzard, which is going to help out with the aerial denial. Fighter continuing the punches, and After Hours is just crushing this fun event. 18-6, fun compositions and fun wins. All right, we are currently 2-0. The next one that we'll be facing off against is the Cheerful Cats. Cheerful Cats, if I remember correctly, did okay this season. Not the greatest team overall, but so far we have a couple of compositions lined up. I may try to be experimental here. They were 8-6, which is middle of the pack when it came to all of the teams. They were in 4th place compared to our number 1. Let's go ahead and run with our continued 4. Okay, here. Pick a champion you want to ban. We will be having first pick. I think I want to continue. You know what? I'm going to leave the sniper open. I want to see how good it's going to be. Especially because it just got a buff, too. The damage went up, and remember that cooldown reduction is going to be 1 second. Continuously fire a gun at enemy which deals major damage. So let's go ahead and leave that up. We want to keep away from a sniper is any kill potential. So we'll go ahead and take out the ninja and the vampire for bans. Ooh, okay. We'll get rid of ghost as well, then. That should give us a nice back line. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab the sniper. And that'll be a tried and true combo for Albert. He has a 16 mastery on that character. Knight and Pyromancer. So we want to try and spread out as much as we can and prevent ourselves from being ran down. This might be a nice opportunity for us to pick up a Shrine Maiden. That will help out the DPS, and that will give us the option to move into a Berserker, which will push back that Knight. Okay, let's go ahead and grab our Berserker, which will mix well with the Shrine Maiden. We'll have the Sniper here as well. And we may want to pick up our own Ice Mage, again, for that cooldown reduction, right? I'm trying to think if that's the play I want to go to. We could also move into the Bard. The Bard would help out. Increase attack speed reduction effect to enemies in a certain range. They do have an auto attacker here. You know what? Let's go with the Bard. Let's go with a risky composition, but one that could pop off. Ooh, the Illusionist is scary for sure. Okay then, so let's get our Shrine Maiden on top of CB Steel. He'll have that Pierce, which works really well, and that Gale as well. Berserker should probably be on top of our Fast Runner. And then News of Victory restores 10 HP every time you're involved in a killing enemy in case Bright Shadow takes any damage. But that should be pretty good. We do want to make sure that our team is nice and spread out. So let's go ahead and... No instruction on the ults. Let's go ahead and go with Widen the Distance. So we'll do our ults separately, which should work really well with our sniper whenever the Bard comes in. And then the Berserker by itself is usually a strong ult in itself if it can provide the heals, and we have that here. Okay, here we go. Match number 3. Can we take on the Cheerful Cats? Berserker runs out, grabs that front line, and you're going to see Albert just bringing the pain with the sniper. Oh my gosh, already melting the opposing team, and the clones coming in from the Illusion Master. 4-1 so far. Now, the Berserker is a bit slow of a character. He does need to get onto those front lines, but that's what really brings in that Bard. The Bard gives you that movement speed, gives you the aggression, very strong, and then of course Devil Spawn by himself, when he auto attacks, gets heals and damage as his health gets lower, so that's why that Shrine Main is in this comp. Albert continues to shred away. Here comes an ultimate from the Cheerful Cats, and they finally do answer back. Bright Shadow runs away, and here's the Bard ult. We'll see if they can run it down, and yes they do, as they chase down their opponent. Sniper continuing to keep up the full damage too. Look over here on the far left, 1482 for Albert, 1700 for CB Steel. Devil Spawn actually just being a tank for this team right now, which is kind of odd for the Berserker, but hey, it's working out. 23 kills to 6, and the Cheerful Cats looks like they're going to eat a loss here, as After Hours is going to go up 3-0 in the tournament. Okay, welcome back to our 4th match here. We will be facing off against the Cheerful Cats, actually. Wow, looks like they're continuing to push forward. Okay, let's keep moving in, as it looks like we're going to have a repeat against them. Not sure how that bracket unfolded like that, but hey, sometimes it be like that. Here we go. All right, here we are taking on the Cheerful Cats again. We'll continue with our same roster. Poor Josh Reese just sitting on the bench, but hey, it is what it is. We get first pick once again. Let's go with the same strategy here. I actually really like running that sniper. Let's see if they adjust at all. They take out the sniper. Smart, 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 smart. I do wonder if I could run a double ninja composition here. Become untargetable to the enemy with a low cooldown of 0.8. The Ghost could be on top of their backline constantly. I want to see if I could force him into some kind of damage comp. Let's take away the Knight and see if I can run a Ninja Ghost comp. That could be a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and grab the Ninja for our first pick. So we get the ninja, they pick the gunner and the monk. So a little bit of heals coming in from them. Interesting, interesting. I wonder if I could run a Shrine Maiden, Ninja, Berserker, Ghost composition. The Shrine Maiden would focus on the Ninja and the Berserker, and the Ghost actually can't be healed by allies, so the Ghost would just kind of do its own thing. But the idea is you just get Berserker up in the front line, you get the Ninja up there as well, and they just keep shredding through, and the Ghost comes in for the final carry at the end. It would be a bit of a gamble, but it could work against what they're showing now. For now, I'm going to go ahead and just pick up the Shrine Maiden. That's a safe pick, and I know that it's strong. Okay, so now they're running a tank monk composition with a gunner in the back line. I feel like if I pick Ghost here, it's going to run over their back line. The only thing that could be a bit scary is if they pick up a Pyromancer or something. Let's go ahead and go with this. We grab a Ghost. And let's go ahead and grab the Berserker now. Screw it. Is that what I want to do? Maybe. Bard could also be good too. I think I want to grab the Berserker because I just want them to be able to handle this shield bearer on the front line and push through it. Okay, let's do that. What will be your pick? They pick the Pyromancer. Okay, I thought it was coming. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I can delete that back line fast enough. So what we want to do is get our Berserker on top of Albert because he's training that. Ninja is actually a tried and true combo for Devil Spawn. He showed it in the past. Let's get Shrine Maiden here. And then we'll go forward. We will get the news of victory heals from the Assassin, which hopefully will give Bright Shadow time to bring that in. I do want to grab early ults because I want to try and run them over and push them out. So I'm going to go ahead and go with no instruction about their placement in the fights. We'll do an early ult, and then we will try to use our ult separately as well to try and layer running over them. Here we go. Into our fourth match, After Hours taking on the Careful Cats. Ninja runs on in. They will teleport to the back line. We are looking for the Ghost to find a couple of kills. If the Ghost can find a kill or two, they will start to get a kill count next to their health bar, and they get stronger over time. 3-2 in kills. Shrine Maiden with an early ult, but this ult should be perfect for them, as we now have the Berserker running in, and that's when he gets huge. He is doing everything in his power to bring down his opponents, and the Ghost actually looking pretty strong right now. The stacks are starting to jump on up, a total of 10 stacks, and now he is just nomming them in a row. Finally, the marksman on the opposing side from the Careful Cats is able to take out a 4-man team wipe, which doesn't allow them to fight on back. Pyromancer uses their ult as well. Berserker runs into it, but the heals seem to be just enough. Albert holding that front lines while the Assassins continue to clear out the back line. 20 kills to 11. 21 kills to 11. The number continues to go on up. Look at that Ghost. A total of 16 kills and a 17th and an 18th. He just keeps on nomming. Nom, 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 as he's going to go up to 20 kills in total. Holy macaroni. Team After Hours 4-0 in this tournament. All right, welcome to our final match here. Let's go ahead and check out the schedule. After Hours will be taking on the Angry Anchors here. We are currently 4-0, and look at this. I do need to have 3,300 money so I can actually re-sign my entire team for the next season, because again, I overspent on accident. So I'm hoping that the winnings from this tournament will be enough to get us through. So let's go into it. Let's try and secure that 5-0. Ladies and gentlemen, the fifth game. Albert and CB Steel are not looking too happy right now. They usually like to train and work on their mentals in between matches. It is still a best of one for this final match, so we need to make sure that we come out swinging and do the best composition possible for us. We will be second pick, so let's see what they want to pick up. For now, I've been seeing a lot of tank picks. I'm going to go ahead and take away the Vampire. I know how to play around the rest of the roster here. The Vampire is a bit of a question mark for me, and I want to see what they pick up for the first pick. Vampire is gone. They're taking out the Ice Mage. They're taking out the Shield Bearer. Interesting. Let's go ahead and take out the Knight and lead the Sniper up. If they pick it up, I can go for an Assassin comp. They pick up the Dual Blader. Interesting. With only one form of CC available on the field for them, as far as I know. Because they've banned the Ice Mage. The Knight has been banned out as well. The Roots could come in from the Archer, so I might actually just straight up pick that. Let's go ahead and go with the Archer and Fighter for our roster. Try and take away their CC. They grab the Dual Blader and the Gunner. The Gunner does provide a slow, but I don't think he creates a root or a stun, which is what the Dual Blader can connect onto. I do want to consider shutting down this Gunner. Is this where I lock in the Ninja Ghost and just run them over? Or is that too scary? Perhaps we'll just run some heals for now. We'll go ahead and run the Cook, and then we'll see what they pick up for the fourth pick. Shrine Maiden comes in. There's their Monk. I don't know. Their comp looks really weak. I think I'm gonna pick up the sniper and just go full damage on top of this with the fighter holding their front lines. Okay, let's do that. Let's throw a fighter here on Devil Spawn. We do have a cook and a sniper. I think I want to have here and then Archer down here. That way we have 3 people on heroes that they've mastered. And then we have the cook on Bright Shadow. Looking into strategy, early ult hummings have been working out for us this entire time, so I might want to keep doing that up with our cooldown reductions. Using separate ults is good when you have a lot of AoE, and we have that between CB Steel and Albert and even Devil Spawn. So that should be good, and we don't have to care about the distance. Okay, here we go. Round number 5 for all the Shamuffins. The Angry Anchors come out swinging. Dual Blader straight in the front line, but Albert's starting to fire away right away. Bright Shadow providing the heals, but oh my gosh, they're actually doing a really good job of pushing into this front line. Angry Anchors have gone up 3-0. Finally, an explosion comes out from After Hours where they can start getting their own footing. And here we go. CB Steel with the incredibly clutch ultimate. Finding kills, another ult coming in from Devil Spawn as he does a huge AoE takedown on his opponents, and now they are sitting on top of their faces. Ooh, but here comes the double ultimates from the Angry Anchors, and they get their own kills as well. 7-11 with the Shrine Maiden entering back. Oh my gosh, this is an absolute bloodbath right now. 11-10, and it's getting closer and closer. Things are looking scary for Team After Hours. Are they not going to finish so in a 5-0? The Angry Anchors are doing a great job of sitting on the front line here. Devil Spawn doing his best to do whatever CC he can. Albert just cannot spawn, and Team After Hours actually is going to be taking an L here in game number 5, but will their record be strong enough to award them the winner take all prize? Let's find out. Event match, 5th round results. Results as follows: Angry Anchors 1-0, hitting close. Let's go ahead and do our weekly activity real quick. Devil Spawn will go for a quick little stream, and he's gonna fail. Unlucky for him. I can't go for a mental training here. Let's go ahead and pick up... who do we want to start training up? Let's go ahead and start training up Albert Steel, or I'm sorry, Bright Shadow as the next streamer, because we may lose Devil Spawn soon, and I want to make sure I have a stream that's as good as Devil Spawn. Beautiful. We are $300 behind. I really hope that we win the ceremony. Here we go. Please tell us that we did good enough. 4-1. We went 4-1. Please. Please be good enough. I'm not sure if that was a bracket or just like a round robin tournament. Now, let's begin the award ceremony of World Championship Season 2024. First, we have the Champion Team Award. The World Championship Champion Team is... the Soft Ships! Congratulations! Prize money worth $15,000 and the ultimate mouse will be awarded to the winning team. Oh my god. Next, we have the Runner-Up Team Award. The World Championship runner-up is the Wet Whale Sharks. Congratulations, prize money is worth $8,000. The Ultimate Mouse Bee award to the runner-up. Now we have the Most Kills award. Oh, I think this is the other season that was happening in the background. These are the people that we're going to be going into a fight with on the next season, so we're getting kind of a quick look into them. Next, we have the Most Assist award. The player who recorded the most assists is the Wet Whale Sharks team player, Hansama. Prize money worth $2,000 will be awarded. We will now end the award ceremony on the World Championship Season 2024. See you next season. Okay, so those are the big leagues. That's what we're trying to get up to. Good to know. Let's go ahead and check out our schedule real quick. We have 1 day, actually, of streaming available to us. Oh no! Am I gonna have to get rid of a player? 84% chance. I don't think I'm gonna have enough money. Oh no! Have I mismanaged? I think I have. Oh no! Okay, here we go. We're proceeding forward. Straight into the vacation weeks. End of season. We now have new champions being added, which we will do in our next video. The Poison Dart Hunter and the Lancer. Ooh, Swordsman has been buffed. 2 attack damage up to 9. Massive buff. He has been awful this season. His cooldown is usually the strong part because you're allowed to apply bleeds on people, which burn them down and allow for extra damage to hit. But the Swordsman now having his own hit power is pretty nice. Priestess has also been buffed. She's just a main healer. And the Bard has also gotten a higher attack speed. Nice. Nerfed. The Shrine Maiden. The cooldown has been increased to 3.9, which makes sense. Fighter, 190 to 172. HP has been reduced. He's more of a CC bot anyway, so that kind of makes sense, but less of a tank now. And then the Vampire has been reduced on attack speed. Please renew your contracts. Oh no. Oh no. So I think what we have to do is probably get rid of Josh Reese, because we already have a mage player on our roster right here that we can adjust and train up over time. But I feel so bad to get rid of him, but that's 844 gold. Let's renew Albert for potentially one more season. Again, he is getting old, but he does have some heavy hitters on him. We're getting CB Steel nice and marked up. So let's go ahead and renew him. CB Steel is definitely an up-and-comer that we want to keep around. Devil Spawn, our streamer, but we might have one more season on him, as well as Bright Shadow. And then if we go over to Josh Reese, he costs 844. We're going to release him. Submit. Ladies and gentlemen, I will see you next time. We will begin our new season and see how we fare in the big leagues. Until next time, I'll see you around.